Hi everyone, it's Miss Lenorvitz, and this short video is going to give you an introduction to Yo Earth, What's Happening, an ongoing assignment that we'll be working on throughout the year. As you know, Earth is pretty old, about 4.6 billion years old, and its history has been recorded for a very long time. But just because some of the things on Earth are really, really old, and just because some of the discoveries we talk about are also old from probably your perspective, there's a lot that's going on right now that's really exciting in Earth science. So this series of assignments throughout the year called Yo Earth is going to connect us to current events and current discoveries that are happening in the field of Earth system science. And I think you're going to find it pretty fun and engaging to look at some of these current events. Since this is your first one, I wanted to give you a quick introduction to it. The proficiency that we're working on here is called Making Connections. It's one we're going to ask you to do in every science class, and it's asking you to connect what we're learning to current events on our planet. So again, you're going to be working towards achieving and stretching yourself towards extending. So we're hoping that you can accurately identify, describe, and explain connections between current and prior learning. For this particular one, you're going to be selecting one of 3 different articles. They're all linked directly in the assignment. The first one is called Greenland Pummeled by Snow 1 month after its summit saw rain for the first time. The second one is called How a Building Block of Life Got Created in a Flash. And the third option for this particular round of Yo Earth is First Came a Quake in Mexico, then Strange Blue Lights. People Feared the Apocalypse. I'm hoping that one of those titles grabbed your interest. You're going to select one of them for this assignment. If you like, you can explore all 3, but for the assignment, you're just going to focus on one of them. Again, they're linked directly in the article. So when you click on those links, it's going to take you exactly to that article. In some cases, the article may be written narrative text. In other cases, it may also include recording. So this particular story about the building block of life was first presented on NPR. So it is actually an audio story as well, if you'd like to listen to it. So from there, you're going to go ahead and closely read or closely listen to or closely watch the news story, depending on which version you have. And you have a couple of jobs to do. The first one is to locate the place in the article where the story takes place. And you are then in this location right here going to go find online a map of that area, and you're going to copy and paste that map image right here. So for example here, I've just done a quick search looking for images of a map of Greenland, and I found one. If this is the one that I decide to include for my particular Yo Earth, I would copy the URL for that particular map, and then I would paste that image directly in my response here. Second job, you are going to pull out quotes, probably more than one, that describe what the article is about. Think about this as building your field of evidence. So you want to provide specific details, facts, quotes, or numbers that give more information than just what the title does. Third job, in your own words, you're going to describe in about 3 to 5 sentences what the article is about. Imagine you're writing a short blurb that you want somebody else to read that's going to interest them in reading that particular article. And then your fourth job, you're going to think about each of Earth's spheres, the geosphere, the hydrosphere, the atmosphere, the biosphere, and the cryosphere. And you're going to find a quote in the article connected to this sphere, and then explain in your own words how that particular sphere is connected to the article. Here, you want to explain the quote you selected in full sentences. So here you're going to be doing a little more writing. It is possible in the particular article that you focus on, there may be one sphere or a couple of spheres that are more heavily accentuated than others are, and that's fine. So you may not hit on every single sphere, but you want to identify the ones that are primarily there. Once you've done that, you're going to know a little bit more about current events that are happening on Earth, hopefully start to see some connections between what you're learning in class and what's going on in the real world, and feel like you're also building a little bit of a sense of your geography, where places are in the world. So hopefully that was a great and helpful overview of Yo Earth, and I look forward to seeing your first entries.